But for the hat, that was the complicated part, because it's a cone. Welcome to Daybreak. My name is Ian, and we're playing the Wind Waker. In the last episode, we got one of the Triforce pieces from a dungeon. So now we have to find one that's actually here on this island. But it's funny because it feels so weird to be back here, like with all my gear and like being so strong and cool and stuff. It's like I'm a completely other person. Whoa, there's a giant pig. And there's that. I want to go over there. What the heck? And I'm gonna go over there because there could be a mystery in it. So that's what I'm gonna even do. But to get over there, I'm not quite sure what I have to do. Let me think. Oh, scared me. Is that what you're looking at? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, he's talking about that. So I think I've seen that before, like a long time ago. So I'm gonna go over there and beat it up. I think that's a good direction. Actually, kind of. Yeah, it'll work. All right, let's go. Oh, there's a thing. There's a tree. I can use that to get up with my hook shot. Come on. Just a little bit more. Oh my word. Come on. Yes, awesome. Okay. Now, let's go into the dungeon. The dungeon of the necromancer. The dungeon of the necromancer. Oh, look at that. All right, let's do it. Ah, this is cool. This is the dungeon of the necromancer. Hello, a pot. A fairies. I eat them. Come on. There we go. The Savage Labyrinth? Deep in the never-ending darkness, the golden shard you seek awaits. I love that. Let's do it. Get the golden shard. Okay. Okay, it's a gauntlet. Get out of here, birds. Oh, May. Come on. Get out of here, Dom. I gotta get all my special weapons ready. Yeah. Okay. Actually, I like this one better. Okay, let's do it. Ah. Boogers? Get out of here, boogers. No. You don't touch me. You're not allowed to do that. Anyone else? Whoa. Nope. There we go. That was easies. Easies peasies. Oh, hello, goblin. Hey, don't let hit me. There's not a need for that. Actually, I was gonna start using my arrows willy-nilly, but I'm gonna try and save them just in case. It's fun. Let's go. Dun 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Whoa! Donut. Uh-oh. He fell through the floor. He deserved it, though. Oh my gosh, they're everywhere. Jelly. You don't get a say. Okay. I gotta think of something interesting to talk about, because I guess this is just gonna be a lot of fighting. So I gotta think, what is something that I like to talk about? Whoa! Well, that worked. That was cool. Oh my. I'm like looks like I know what I'm doing. That is a one-hit kill. It's so cool. Let's think. What's something fun? Well, something that I do like is ramen noodles. I think ramen noodles are the most important meal that I've ever eaten. I used to like eat ramen noodles like every day whenever I was younger, and I still do every once in a while. I like learned how to make it in a way that made me really happy, and then I even like it whenever I make it. I like it more than I would from like restaurants and stuff, because I put all kinds of little spices and things inside of it. And something I learned to start doing is boiling like an egg inside of it as it's cooking, and it's so much fun because then it's like a soft boiled egg, and it makes me happy because it's got the protein or whatever. It's pretty much like the broth itself is just like flavored water, but that's where like protein is, and then the noodles has electrolytes or whatever. Ooh, this is cool. This reminds me of like with the torches, like the goblin tunnels from The Hobbit. The goblins in The Hobbit were scary. They scared me a lot when I was little. My mom would read The Hobbit to me whenever, because like a lot of the times I couldn't sleep, and I would get kind of scared to be alone in the dark, and so she would read me stories sometimes. And one that I would have her read to me all the time was The Hobbit. And, ooh, okay, just calm down. Here's what we're gonna do. There we go. And, whoa. Okay, calm down. You're done. Oh, shoot, I'm running out of magic. I don't think I'm getting magic back. Talking about The Hobbit. Okay, so I would she would read me The Hobbit, and my favorite part that would like, it was like kind of scary, but it was like I really enjoyed it. Kind of like how like some kids will be like scared of sharks, but they want to learn everything about sharks. I was like that with like spiders and tornadoes. And okay, so this is a checkpoint, so I can get out when I need to. But like there was the part where Bilbo goes into the goblin tunnels, and then he meets Gollum and stuff, and then the Great Goblin like tries to eat Thorin's head. It was crazy. Like in my mind, I had like a vivid picture of what that looked like, and I've not seen like a good adaptation that like does it justice really. Because like the Hobbit movie that Peter Jackson did was not that wonderful, especially like in the visual department of like the enemies. I don't think it did well. But there's a cartoon Hobbit that came out like in 1990 something, 1997 maybe. Ooh. And that one has like a good representation of what the goblins look like and stuff. They looked scary in that one. They had but they're like kind of like fat, and like they had gigantic heads, but they also had 2 throats. And so you're like, does they also have 2 stomachs? I don't know. But that was like, I would watch that when I was little as well. We would rent it from the library, and I would just like wonder, what does it mean to have 2 throats? Because I only have 1, and they must be like crazy critters to have 2. Eat that, buddy. Get him. Nice. Let me think. What was I talking about? Goblins. So, So I would always wonder, like, if I was stuck in a situation like that, how would I handle myself? And I don't think I would handle myself pretty well. Because, like, Bilbo gets separated from the dwarves, and he gets lost in the dang tunnel by himself. He gets knocked out, and then he's just in there alone and he's scared. And then like I was like, if I was in that situation, I'd be so scared. But like Bilbo was like just as scared as like you and I would have been probably. But then he made it out. He just kind of kept going and he just didn't give up, which is pretty cool. And that gave me the courage to be like, if I was a guy that was stuck in a goblin tunnel, I could just keep going just like Bilbo and I would survive. Oh my gosh, grasshoppers. Yeah. So, you're dead. You know, as I just like talk about nonsense, I'm actually much better at the combat, surprisingly. I guess like whoa, I say that, then I immediately start to get hurt. Gosh, come on. No. Oh man. Okay. Good. Yeah, but I like Bilbo a lot. Cause like when I was a baby, I was scared of a lot of things, and hearing the stories about Bilbo gave me a lot of courage, and it made me want to be stronger. Cause like he got stronger as he went throughout his life, throughout his adventure, and that made me want to go on adventures. And so I did. I would go on like little adventures and go walking through the woods and pretend I was like Bilbo, and he helped me get over my fear of being scared and being alone. Because I was like, if Bilbo can do it, I can do it. And stuff. Also, like when I played this game when I was little, it was on the GameCube originally. Long time ago. So, I mean, I was probably like probably just like 3 whenever this came out, and I would watch my brothers play it, and it was so like challenging and interesting and kind of scary, and it made me want to be strong to play it. But it was like, you know, like this little kid guy was like fighting all these monsters and stuff, and it's like if he can do it, then I can do it, you know. But I wasn't really good at the game, but my brothers would play the game, and so I would just watch them play it until they at like some point just kind of gave up, and because it was too difficult for them. And then I picked up where they left off, and then in the end I did beat the game. But I would to try and be like Link, I would try and like, we didn't have like a costume of him, so I would try and like make a costume to like be like him. So I would, you know, it's like you could wear a shirt for like the tunic or whatever, but for the hat, that was the complicated part because it's a cone, you know? And so what I did is I went through our Christmas supplies and I found a Santa hat, and oh my gosh. And then what I did is I cut off the nub of it, and then cut off the fluff, the fluff trim, and then I had basically just like a little red Link hat, and then I wore it, and then I would swing my sword around and be really happy. And then like some of the kids would make fun of me, but I was like, bro, this is a hero, dude. You can't make fun of him. And I didn't care. And it made me really happy. Ooh, ouch. Get out of here. Get out of here, dummies. But I've always had like that, a creative ability to be creative in my abilities. And like, I think like costumes are cool. And like like a few years ago, I was going to like a Ren fair, and I was like, well, I want to make a costume for it. And so like I made a Link costume, like I wanted to make when I was younger, because like they didn't exist, you know. So, because actually, if I wanted something, my mom could usually make it with like a hot glue gun and some fabric she got from Hobby Lobby, And I think that's what like kind of unlocked the ability of like, oh, you can just kind of make, oh gosh, you can just kind of make something if you want to, you know? Get out of here. Well, that worked. I need a boomerang. Let's get this. So, plop, plop, plop. Get them out. Knock them out. So, I got that from my mom, this kind of like ability to be creative. And so, I learned how to like sew, learned how to hand sew, and then I learned how to use a sewing machine. And then, and so I used it to like make little toys and things. And then I learned how to make like cool costumes. And so, I think it was like last year or a year before, but I made like a Link costume. And get out of here, dumb. Oh, that was nice. And so like I used like the sewing machine for it. And it was basically like the costume I always wanted when I was a kid. So that made me happy. But so like be able to like make something like from scratch is like really fun. Cause like maybe it's just like a creative thing, but cause like at this point like there's something for everything, but like I don't want to just buy it, you know, just some crappy product. I just want to I just want to be able to make it, cause then it's like my own and I have it like my own exact way. And then also if since I've kind of like honed my skills and I'm able to kind of make the things that I like to make, then like if I ever have a baby children, then I can make whatever they want, because they're probably gonna have some ridiculous niche interests that I had when I was little, or something like it. And then I'll be able to I'll be able to make all the goofy stuff that they want. Oh my word, statues, come on. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Making stuff is fun. I really enjoy doing it. Cause I learned how to melt metals down and do stuff like that. That's pretty fun. Go. Whoa. And I learned how to like make some like cool jewelry stuff. Oh my gosh. Skeleton, get away. Did I get him? I got him. So I learned how to like get a blowtorch and like melt down metals and then make a mold out of like sand clay and then make stuff. So like I've been able to make like rings and like pendants and stuff, like cool like pirate coins or whatever. Whoa! That was just like instinct. I didn't even think. Oh gosh. Okay, now that I'm talking about being good, I'm not good anymore. I kind of just have to like zone out. Okay, the bombs never help. The bombs never help with these guys. Yeah, they never help. Okay, what I could do... He hit him! Whoa, he kept up the whole thing. That was so cool. Hold on. Oh, man. Get out of here. Get out of here, dummy. But what I really want to do at some point, since I'm able to make kind of like small stuff with like metals, because I know how to get like source like silver and gold to make cool jewelry pieces. I want to be able to like do like stuff like in Forged in Fire where they have where they make like little knives and swords and things, because that would be a fun thing to be able to like make my own, not only like knives but like swords. Like that would be so fun. I mean, if any of y'all know how to do stuff like that, let me know. Point me in the right direction. I want to learn how to do things. I want to learn how to make things, because making things is so much fun. It makes me happy. Is this the Triforce? Is this it? Ah, there it is. Cool. Wonderful. Oh, but is there more? Oh, there's more. Well, I'm going to keep going down in the next episode. I'll see you next time. Have a happy day. Be sure to drink water, and I'll see you next time. I will. Goodbye.